You are watching Hot Springs Village Venues.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Village Venues today, and this is going to be a little bit different. We have the lovely Miss Donna Ayward here again. I've got to learn to say that last name correctly. After another 20 times, I'll have it right.
You'll get it right.
I'll get it eventually. She has faith in me for that. I appreciate that. The bottom line is that we're going through some tough times right now. I mean, to be very frank about it.
Right, but businesses are here to support each other, support the community. For example, Arvest Bank, where I am employed, we are encouraging our customers who are struggling a bit that they contact us early. Let us know if they're going to have needs. The federal government, the state government, are all looking at options to help support our businesses, along with Arvest Bank. And that is true of all the banks in our community.
Well, and I think this is one of the things that it sounds silly. You don't want anybody to fail. A failed customer is worth nothing to you or anybody. And that this is the time that we learn what a good neighbor's like. I mean, seriously. You were mentioning earlier off the camera, you were talking about UAMS, how they had called to support us.
Right. I had received a call from UAMS as co-chair of the Cancer Walk in the village. And they were checking on us to see how we were doing, how all of our villagers who walk in that walk are doing, and wanted us to know that they are there for us. I think the key is panic. Do not panic. And that it feels isolated. You might feel that way. You might feel that you're in this alone, but you're not. We have so many partners in the community that want to help and make businesses successful and help take care of those in our community who may need medical care along the way. We also have many businesses that are trying to support us in a way by staying open and delivering food and providing services. You might have to maybe one person will be allowed into the business at a time, or two people into the lobby. But if we're all patient, it's all going to work out, and we're all going to come out of this much better. I truly believe that we're going to have this steep downturn, but as
the pent-up demand,
it's going, when that demand as we are all able to live life again normally, we're all going to want to go straight out to the restaurants and out to the theaters and on vacation, and this economy is going to swing right back up again, and we're all going to benefit. But for now, we need to help those that are struggling, and businesses like mine are out there to do that.
Well, and you said it just a minute ago, and I'd like to address the camera just for a minute. I want to make something clear. When we talk about communication and we talk about community, it's no happen chance that those two words sound alike, because we have to communicate to have a community. It doesn't happen without communication. And you say, well, I talked to them on Facebook, and no, you're not listening. Communicate. I can't text you a message and say, hey, Donna, I've got to work over my finances and help me figure this out. Dennis, call me. Let's talk about this.
Right.
And I think the words couldn't be more clear or more poignant, and that is, call me early.
Right.
Call me early. A week ago, we didn't have any of this discussion. This was not a topic. This was something that was happening out there. It's been a week. It's hard to fathom. I think that we're going to see this pass. As you said, we're going to have a downturn. There's no question. And I think it's hard for, everybody has a different threshold. Okay? And for me, one of the thresholds that, it sounds silly, I'm an IT guy. I work from home. No big deal. What's the deal? I can work from home. I've always worked from home.
That's right.
We have an Airbnb group, a group of Airbnbs. Those people don't want to come if there's not restaurants. As soon as the restaurants get closed, Dennis gets affected very adversely. Well, obviously the people at all the restaurants get affected very adversely. The servers, the staff. And here's the deal. At Walmart, they are selling hundreds of thousands of products a day with a little bit on each one. Well, let's talk about a restaurant. They're selling a couple hundred a day with that same little bit on it, and that couple hundred went to 50. Now, it's so important for you to visit your local provider, whatever they are, Clampett's or
Melinda's Home Plate.
Melinda's Home Plate, the Village Hibachi, the Home Plate, great food, great takeout. They advertise they're doing takeout.
Raffaella's at Cortez.
Yes.
Our village restaurants. They're all doing takeout. So, we ask so much. In fact, I sit on several boards, nonprofit boards. We ask a lot of our businesses to sponsor events and donate to our events. It's time now for us to step up and support them.
To reverse that and say, okay,
Reverse that.
This company, this little small business that's bought an ad in our flyer or an ad in our, to help support the Lion's Chili or something like that.
That's right.
It's time for us to come back and support them too, because it's a two-way street. It really is. We literally are in the community with communications.
Yes. And, we appreciate, I think the community, our businesses appreciate you getting the word out to help and keep things going.
Well, it's a pleasure. We will be back with Hot Springs Village Venues shortly, and thank you for joining us for this episode of Hot Springs Village Venues.
Thank you for watching Hot Springs Village Venues. Please stay tuned and follow us on Facebook to see the next episode.